Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors. Remember, the Warriors are favored in this series. Who do you have winning this series?
I think this is going to be a really good series. Um, I don't think Steph Curry is going to have a stinker like he did against them, scoring only 3 points. But I think this series is either gonna go 6 or 7. To be honest with you, I don't really know. I don't really know. As of right now, my gut is leaning towards the Rockets, and that's only because of what I've seen them do against them defensively. But we have to remember this Rockets team is a young team. So we don't know how they're gonna come out. And it's a lot of guys' first time. Is Jalen Green gonna show up? Is a man? I think a man is gonna show up, but is a man gonna show up? Is all the others gonna show up? Is Jabari, Tyree Eason? You know what I mean? That's a lot for those young guys to step in their first time in the playoffs. But as of right now, I got the Hawks in 6,
You
but I'm
said the
still up in the
Hawks.
air.
You said the
Not the
Hawks.
Hawks, the Rockets. The Rockets, my bad. The Rockets in 6.
You said Rockets in 6.
Yeah,
Out of
but I'm
all the,
still up in the air, bro. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like it can go either way.
there are a couple of playoff. It's only probably like 2 playoff series I'm actually excited about watching. Like I could easily say the Lakers and the Timberwolves, but I'm definitely
Hmm.
excited to watch Nuggets and Clippers. But this one is actually probably my favorite one so far. I'm gonna go with the Rockets. I feel like the Rockets are getting a little disrespected, and it's only because they're young, and I get it. They have no playoff experience really outside of really Fred, Jeff
Fred,
Green, Steven Adams, and
Steven
Dylan
Adams.
Brooks. Like I
Hmm.
understand that, but the Rockets are a good team. They are a really good team, and the Warriors, they showed me some things against the Grizzlies, and we talked about it earlier when we was talking about the play-in. Jimmy and Steph basically got a carry, and they don't got no size. The Rockets, if they roll that lineup with Steven Adams and Sengun, which they probably will, the Warriors may not get no rebound. They might not get no rebounds. And I know the Rockets half court offense isn't the greatest. Oh, don't get me started. But they do got a top ranked defense in this league. And that's why they held Steph to 3 points. Steph ain't getting held to 3 points no more. That's not gonna happen. But if Jalen Green, who is the key in everything, I know you can say a man, but it's Jalen Green. Jalen Green has to play. I don't want to say great, but he gotta up it up. He gotta play way better than he did in the regular season. That 21 points you average, we gotta up that to like 25, 26. We
Hmm.
need you. You're our best perimeter player. You're our best scorer, technically. You are really our best scorer. Like, we need you to step it up against the Warriors. And if the Warriors can't stop you, the Warriors got a great defense too. They have a great defense, but if they can't stop you, there's a good chance you guys win. We need a man. Amin Thompson's gonna have the assignment of guarding Steph. He's gonna make hell for Steph. He's gonna make hell for that dude. You got Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks has to hit open threes. Sengun has to be this playmaker. You said it, I think it was last week. No, Sengun's defense is better this year, and it is. It is better this year. That's gonna help. Fred. Fred is a big body guy. He can, make things harder for everybody, but he has to hit his shots too. He's had
And
a
and
down year this year than last year.
he loves playing against the Warriors too. He loves playing against them.
So, and the Warriors like Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, I'm good. They're gonna go crazy. Playoff Jimmy, Steph, whatever. But with no Kaminga, I know you said, we hope that he plays this series, but I'm leaning towards he probably won't play. So if that's the case, we need AirPods to play great. We need Most Bully to have a good game. We need Buddy Hill to hit open threes. We need Gary Payton to rebound and hustle and hit shots when he's open. We need all that. Quentin Post actually might get some tick in this game. He played good in that playing game. He played good. So, you know, I think the Rockets defense might be too good. And I think the offense would be good enough, especially in the half court, that it could slow down the Warriors. But it's a tough series, bro. Especially, it's crazy. A 7 seed going up against 2 seed. You got to really think about it. Like, it's a tough series. It really is.
Yeah, it
But
is. Like you said, Jalen Green is the X factor. I get a lot of slack in the comments because I talk about Jalen Green. But if we being honest, bro, Jalen Green had 2 good games or a couple of good games and then a couple of stinkers in a row. You can't have no stinkers. This is the moment where you make a name for yourself. This is a moment where you shut all the critics up. And then it's a good Warriors team on top of that. So he can't have any stinkers, no stinkers at all. Because if we being honest, he's their best. What he's their best offensive player, and if he's not scoring, who else do they have to score besides Sengun? You got hopefully Fred steps it up if he isn't scoring, or a man steps it up if he isn't scoring. But outside of Jalen Green, who's really their best scorer?
No, he is the best scorer, and I think Jabari Smith needs to
Exactly.
play. I think he needs to have a good series too. I think he could be an X factor, especially if they like. There might be times. There are going to be times they go small, and Jabari has to play center. I think he has to take advantage. He's going to have to take advantage. He's been good coming off the bench, but he has to play good. But if you say, "Man, I'm cool," but it's Jalen Green, bro. Jalen Green got to.
He
This
has to
is.
show up.
I don't like even if Jalen Green does have say a good series. I don't think we gonna say, "Oh, Jalen Green's a superstar," but this is where you make a name for yourself, brother. In the playoffs, that's
Mm-hmm.
where you make a name for yourself, and you need to play great for the Rockets to win this series. Like they don't favor you guys. They don't. That's disrespectful. I'm a 2 seed. I'm 52 wins, and this is a team that barely want to play, and we're not even favored. I feel disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they be talking about like coaches and all that, and like TV shows in real life. I print out the odds, put it smack on the board. This is what they think of us, y'all. They disrespecting us. Real talk. Like I'm going with the Rockets. I think the Rockets could pull this out, and I wouldn't be shocked if this goes 7. I would
Yeah, I
not be
wouldn't be
shocked.
shocked either. That's why I say I'm so up in the air about it, bro. Because, like you said, the Warriors got a good defense. If the Warriors shut Jalen Green down or slow him down, you're not really confident in all the other scores that the Rockets have. So they can make the series a close series. That's why, like, I'm so up in the air. I'm leaning Rockets right now, but I can see it going either way. I think it's gonna go 6 games regardless, but I can see it going either way.
Who is guarding Jalen Green? Do you put Jimmy? Do you put Moses?
Probably Moses or AirPod. One of
I
them
didn't
two.
think of AirPods. I was thinking of Moses or Jimmy. So who Jimmy guard?
Jimmy most likely probably a guard a man because a man's not really a 3-point shooter for real, for real. So Jimmy can rest and just sag back and wait for the drive. So Jimmy probably guards a man.
Does the Rockets have the best coach in this series? Low key, you could argue. Could
Mm,
make a.
yeah, you could argue. You
You could
could
argue.
argue that because Steve Kerr been making a lot of questionable decisions lately. Um,
Yeah, but he
yeah, you
got to
can't
win.
argue they do.
Ime Udoka, obviously he has playoff experience, but this is his second playoff season, technically, as a head coach. Steve Kerr has been to the finals so many times. I think if I could put my Houston bias aside, I would say Ime, but I think people would lean like Steve
Steve
Kerr
Kerr.
because of the
Yeah.
experience. But you could make the argument that I wouldn't be shocked at the end of this series. They say Ime Udoka outcoached Steve Kerr, like he outcoached
Yeah.
him. I would
No,
not
for
be
sure.
shocked if I see that.
Yeah.
Uh, like I'm looking, so the Rockets. See, this is the thing. Their offense. Oh God. So like offense points per game ranked 13. Offensive efficiency ranked 17. Shooting ranked 21st. 3-point shooting ranked 21. The defense is ranked number 6. Defensive efficiency number 3. Opponent's floor percentage 5. Opponent shooting rank. Number 6. Opponent's 3-point shooting ranked 11. The Warriors they could. Steph Curry could hit a lot of threes, man. And a man got to stick with Steph, man. He cannot lose Steph. He can't. He can't lose him, or it's game over.
Or foul trouble. Because Steph can definitely get a man in foul trouble. Because Scottie Pippen Jr. was doing all that holding on him. The rest was calling it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And like you said, the Rockets, they're terrible shooting wise. They got guys on that can shoot, that can hit threes, but they don't really have a knockdown shooter. So they can't, you can't have any scoring droughts in this series either.
It's gonna be my favorite series, man. I can't wait. I'm watching this, and I'm kind of glad that the Warriors are playing them because now they're gonna be on the main TV stations like TNT and
Yeah,
because you know how they be doing,
ESPN.
man. And when it be them
Yeah.
weak games, they be putting them on NBA T. Like those the games nobody care about. Like I think it was one game. It's gonna be like the Cavs versus whoever. Like because nobody don't care. Like let's be honest, nobody care. But like since it's the Warriors, because it's Steph Curry and all them, then they face the Rockets. Now the Rockets gonna get their shine on the biggest stage. So I'm glad, but I'm going with Rockets, man. They can win. Like I'm gonna say 6, but it could go 7. But I still have the Rockets winning.